What's up? Welcome to another edition of the Sports Office. Great to have you here. We are back. It is a Wednesday night. We got a lot going on. We're getting ready for a big sports weekend. We have also got the Tigers playing right now against the Guardians. Obviously a big game where they're concerned as they're trying to lock down the AL Central. So here's the agenda for the evening. Coming up in just a moment, Wojo's going to join us. We got a lot to talk about with him. He was at the Tiger game last night. I want to get his take on what happened and just the vibe down there. Your Zooms, how do you do that? You say, Dan, how do I get on the show? Well, you can be on the show. See that little QR code that's on your screen? Is it there? There it is. All you do is click on that. One click gets you into our Zoom room, and then Tom's over here operating the Zoom room. He's the guy that will pull you up and put you on the show, and it'll be fun. Matt Trump over here having a good time. Bob Richards over here having a good time. Say hey, Bobby. There you are. There he is. Matt Phillips behind the camera. So join us. Just click in. Jump in that Zoom room. Turn your camera on. We can't bring you on if we don't see you. So we look forward to doing that. And with that, Woj, what's up?
Wojo.
Hey!
Well. What do we have here? Do we have a pennant race all of a sudden?
Woj, I was going to ask you. Tigers just had 2 out in the first, and Torque and Riley Green did not come through. But you were at the game last night. Tigers lose. Lead is down to 5.5. Cleveland has 5 games left with Detroit in 13 days. So my question, or 12 days, whatever it is, my question for you, and you are uniquely positioned to answer this.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any P in T-Town? And you know what I'm asking.
You're talking about Panic in Tiger Town?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I would say not yet. Not yet. I mean, 5.5 game lead, magic number is still 7. But this is the concern, is how the Guardians play the Tigers. Like last night was a great example. They get clutch hits. They've got stars that get clutch hits. Stephen Kwan and Jose Ramirez. Their pitching has been unbelievable of late. They've won 11 of their last 13, while I believe the Tigers have lost 12 of 19. The Tigers have enough of a lead with little enough time to go that they are gonna hang on and win the division. I'm not gonna waffle on that, but it's a little concerning just in general the way the Tigers are playing down the stretch, pitching-wise, and some of the hitting issues as well.
How much can you separate what's gone on down the stretch where, as you indicated, they're below 500, and a team's ability to just kind of start over in the playoffs with a clean slate? Or do you say, you know what, these late-season issues concern me?
Well, they do a little bit, but I totally see the possibility of starting over with a clean slate. Casey Mize has been better of late. Flaherty has been better. Tarek Skubal dodged an injury bug and supposedly is going to pitch tomorrow, which would be huge to at least get one win against the Guardians in this series. But I think Parker Meadows has been playing much better. It's not the P word.
No panic.
It's the P word, playoff. But you know what? This is what this team is. They don't have, other than Skubal, they don't have that clutch superstar that you just know at some point he's going to pull it out, like Jose Ramirez in my mind, at least. That said, they've got so many possibilities, different players popping up at different times. Yes, I do think they'll be that team with a clean slate that could be very dangerous in the postseason.
All right, Woj, I want to hit on college football. I don't want to steal any thunder from your picks column, which is coming up in the Detroit News on Friday, where you make a lot of jokes and funny things and things like that.
I do funnies.
It's funnies. So U of M minus 2.5 at Nebraska. You and I were talking about this a minute ago. We'll get to the U of M side of it. If you're Matt Rule, if you're Dylan Raiola, this game has been circled. They are so desperately in need of a signature win at Nebraska, and this would provide the closest thing that they can get right now, and it would be a big one for them. This game, I imagine that everything they faced at Oklahoma, they're going to see that at Nebraska and more.
Totally. In some ways, more from a crowd standpoint, probably not as talented as Oklahoma. No, Matt Rule, I believe in his 4th season there, High hopes, but I feel like Nebraska is perpetually on the verge of higher hopes, with Scott Frost beforehand and everything else. And Michigan has tortured them a little bit. They've won really tight games there. They've blown them out at various times. I have to think it's one of the most red-blooded, hot, boiling blood games at Nebraska in a long time. The reason you should feel pretty good about Michigan going in there is at least you have your young quarterback. He goes by the name of Bryce Underwood. At least you have him unwrapped.
Yes.
He didn't do anything at Oklahoma because his legs were tied together and he couldn't move by the game plan. He's unwrapped now. That could be very good. It could lead to mistakes and fumbles or whatever else. But I do like them going into this game more than I like them going into Oklahoma.
Woj, compare and contrast what Bryce Underwood got out of his experience at Oklahoma and then what he got out of his experience when they did unwrap him against Central Michigan. I don't think, although that's a mismatch in terms of talent, that what he did in that game is meaningless. I think it's significant.
No, I don't think it's meaningless. Just like how he struggled at Oklahoma wasn't meaningless. I think that alerted the coaching staff. And I wouldn't make too much of Biff Poggi was on the sideline against Central Michigan, and it was Sharon Moore. I think that was the staff-wide game plan against Oklahoma, not to get into a track meet with them. They move up and down the field. But they did learn something. And, if you wondered, freshman quarterbacks that like to run and can be a little loose with the football at times. And Underwood passed that with flying colors against the Chippewas. So, again, I don't think that means everything, but both of those games mean something. And I do think you see the quarterback developing.
Woj, I had a quick question about the Underwood thing, how they let him go against Central, but held him back a little bit as far as the running goes with Oklahoma. Do you see them pulling him back on these tougher road games? Like, okay, now we're not going to run Bryce. We don't want to make any mistakes, and they guard more against keeping him in the pocket so he doesn't make he might not make as many mistakes, just focus on throwing the football. Do you see him kind of using them back and forth? Like, okay, a lesser opponent, we can afford to run him in this game more. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but to be honest, I don't know why they're that reluctant. I know why they're that reluctant to run him at times, because if you don't feel you have a bona fide backup quarterback, you're worried about injury. I think they're more worried about backup quarterback than they are about running the ball. But you're just as likely as a young quarterback to throw an interception as you are to fumble, are you not? Sure. I mean, ask the former quarterback right there, the little Lutz guy. He was a quarterback at
Penn State.
Let me tell you something, Wilkes. I was a ball player back in the day. I played the same position in all the sports, and that position was left out. Left out. You got that there?
Hey, Woj, can you quickly tell us at what time Luderman's Penn State team will choke this year? Do we know when that'll be?
Well, it will be coming up. You get Ohio State at home, don't you?
I think so, yes.
Oh, that'll be a tilt.
It'll be a whiteout, the big whiteout thing.
Yes. That'll be a tilt.
I was there. Now, listen, this is some trivia. So I was a junior at Penn State 86-87 when they beat Miami in the Fiesta Bowl.
I remember
Vinny
that. I was at my friend Moon's house.
I was there. So I was a part of their last championship season, and it was fantastic. I remember it well. The big game, DJ Dozier, and there you go.
Doing a little...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you were left out as well.
Hey, Woj, let me ask you something.
Yes.
If you're a Spartan fan, in this day and age, when NIL allows teams to rebuild programs very quickly, should this number, minus 18.5 for USC, bother you in year two of Jonathan Smith? Or is it still too early to be bothered?
Well, I think it's too early to be bothered, and I kind of understand, and it's gone up. I think it started at like 15 and a half, and what is it now, 18 and a half?
18 and a half.
I do think that's a reflection of USC is like number one in the country in scoring points against lesser teams, but they also have a touted quarterback. And just the way, I mean, I even saw, I don't know if you saw ESPN ranked, there are 39 undefeated teams left in college football. They ranked Michigan.
It was 39th.
The worst of the 39. And that's not like a slam. They're not making jokes.
They have to earn it.
Yeah, they really haven't looked that great, even in the games that they've won against lesser opponents. Youngstown State thing was kind of ugly. So no, I mean, you know what? This is sort of pass fail. If you somehow win that game or play USC really tough, then yeah, you should be offended if people are downgrading you.
I think at the core
going out there.
No, I know it's tough. I think at the core of my question is just when you see these teams that get coaches that come in and NIL is open to them and you can rebuild quickly, how quickly should we have expectations for them to be playing competitive football against some decent teams?
I would say fairly quickly, and you're right. I mean, Jonathan Smith has started 2 straight seasons 3-0, although he finished 5-7 last year, and the natives are restless. They truly are, which I get. The thing is, he pinned a lot, and rightfully so, on bringing Aiden Giles with him. But they have not yet cranked up the NIL game, which is how you can get good quicker. And I do think if they lose this game in bad fashion, I do think the restless natives will get restlessser.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a word.
No, it is.
That's legit.
Listen, it is on the Sports Office. No, I do think it's extremely interesting as you look at it to kind of judge how quickly you can bring programs along, because you're not going to get the runway that you used to get. You know what?
No.
People will get restless very quickly because every off season there are so many players in the portal that you can build your program with. Now, I know that comes down to, okay, what's your NIL money look like and things like that. But, man, it's just the days of somebody taking 4 or 5 years to rebuild a program, they're gone. It's not that way anymore.
But here's the difference. You can't rebuild a program with NIL necessarily soundly, because it takes a while to develop offensive and defensive lines. That's why most of the pieces you see that move are shiny pieces, a receiver. Right. And they got good receivers from the portal. They have a good quarterback who could get much better in Aiden Giles. But the lines, the trenches, they've had injuries, and that just takes a long time to get cohesive. That's where they're lacking right now in the trenches.
Okay.
And by the way, here's a stat for you.
Oh, I like this.
Do you know the last time Michigan State won a regular season game on the West Coast?
Regular season game on the West Coast.
I'm going to say 30 years ago.
Oh, it's one of Dan's favorite years.
Oh, 1979?
1957.
1957.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Now, they haven't played that many. I believe they played 13 since then.
Now, that's when Minnesota was considered the West Coast, right?
No. There were Arizona State games in there.
The real West Coast.
Yeah. You just keep moving the coast, don't you?
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if we knew there was anything past Minnesota in 1957. I wasn't aware of that or how that worked.
No, but it's not that many games, but it's still it's a hard haul out to the West Coast.
It's a long time. Believe me, I'm well acquainted with the fact that nobody wants to have anything be the last time they did anything in 1957.
That's
I'm
what
well
I figured.
versed in that. Thank you very much. Hey, Woj, here's my question that I am going to ask Luderman, because I know you are also uniquely qualified to answer this. It's 2 a.m. Maybe you've been out enjoying a few with your guys. What's your snack of choice at 2 a.m.?
Woo!
Snack of choice at 2 a.m. I'm much more of a salts guy than a sweets guy.
Oh.
I mean,
some chips?
Give me
a sandwich?
No. Either give me a nice slice of pizza or a slider. And yes, I'll take a sack of White Castles.
I was going to bring that up.
I was going to wonder if you were making a stop on the way home. True story. So I'll leave you this, Woj. Back in the day when I used to stay out that late, there was a 7-Eleven in Virginia right between Reston and Sterling on Route 7. And I would walk in there and it'd be the same guy late Friday night, late Saturday night. And I'd look at him and he'd look at me and he'd either go or he'd go. And that told me whether or not the pizza in the storage thing was fresh and good to eat. He'd either tell me, yeah, you're good, or no, don't do it. So that was my snack of choice in the day.
You didn't get one of those rolling sausages off the roller.
No. You have no idea what the carbon dating on those things is. Woj, you're the best. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
You guys are doing great stuff. Enjoying it.
Thank you. Say woo.
See you, Woj.
There goes Woj. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We have to talk some wings. Did you realize they start camp tomorrow? Did you know that? And I want to know what Luderman's snack of choice is coming up in just a minute. I had a friend behind the counter at 7-Eleven that told me whether or not the pizza was good.
I'm going to give you more
I appreciated that. We'll take a break. If you're in the Zoom room, hang in. What you need to do is click on that QR code that you see. I'm going to get this down now. Oh, it's still over here.
Right there.
It's right
there you go.
All you need to do is click on that QR code. You'll be in the Zoom room. Tommy will tell us about it, and then we'll hit you up. Like, we're going to welcome in Benjamin right now. Benjamin, welcome. You're on the show, man. What's going on?
Hey, guys. It's me again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys, too. So I have got 2 questions for you.
Go.
One is the wings, because you said that they start camp this
tomorrow.
weekend. The second question is the Tigers, because I know the playoffs of the postseason is going to start soon and everything. My question for you guys is, we already know Taylor Skubal is going to be like maybe the number 1 starter. Who do you think would be the second, third, or fourth starters behind Tarek Skubal?
That's a great question, because it comes down to Mize or Flaherty.
I was going to say it's going to be.
I would think I would guess Mize would get the second one, but Flaherty's got the experience. And maybe tonight's game might have something to do with the answer to that. If he goes out there and twirls 6 scoreless, maybe it's him.
Right now, it's
still scoreless, right?
Yep, it's Casey Flaherty.
Yeah,
it's like one guy gets hot and the other one cools off, and then they switch.
It's a question that we've been asking every time we've been together: is who's the number 2 starter on this team? And you've waited for somebody to show consistency and be that guy. It's definitely one of those 2. I would probably lean Mize, but I almost feel like, because of his experience, that you got a manager that's almost waiting for Flaherty to say, "I'm your guy."
Well, it's weird with Flaherty, though. If
Well,
you look
and
at
go exactly.
Go ahead.
But I also think that you could also put Cater Montero in the rotation too, because of what he did in Miami in the final game of the 3-game series against Miami.
It's a lot of trust to put into that, and what's almost a chaos situation. But he'll probably get another start here coming up, and if he does that again, maybe he's into the conversation. But I think those other 2 guys make it tough.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how your analogy of Mize and then Flaherty, but if I was AJ Hint, I would do Flaherty then Mize.
Yeah, and you know what? If Flaherty goes out there and continues to do what he's doing tonight, that might be the case. Hey, hit us with the wings real quick.
Yeah, so I have my dad and I are going to maybe 60 games, hopefully 60 games. I think we're doing 20 this season. Predictions on how many wins they're going to get this season.
Man. I mean, you see the difference in what it takes to make the playoffs in the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think 2 points. It's
less about number of wins and more about what's it going to take to get in.
Are they healthy?
Yeah, and what's it going to take to get in? What do they get out of Gibson as their goaltender? Who are the guys that provide secondary scoring, and are they going to be consistent enough? Can your big guys be your best guys at critical times? Because last year, Matt, they weren't.
Yeah, Eiserman talked a little bit on his Zoom call today about where he saw the need for the team to get better, and he addressed the goaltending situation because the save percentage was terrible last year. So he feels that that's going to get a boost with Gibson and Cam Talbot being the 1-2 there. And then he addressed the defense, which was not very good last year either.
Right.
So between those 2 things, your top 2 lines should be, I would say, 2 of the top in the Eastern Conference, with Dylan Larkin and Raymond and DeBrincat and Kane and Casper. If he can continue to grow, their top 6 should be good. What are you going to get out of the 3rd line and the 4th line?
What are you going to get out of them in February and March when you really need them?
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah.
John, hey, Benjamin, thank you very much for the call. Appreciate you, man. We got to take a break. We got one more segment when we come back. If you're on the Zoom line, hang in there. We're going to try to get 1 or 2 more in. Click that little QR code. It's 1 click. You're in. Tom's the gatekeeper. He's over there. We'll take a break and come right back. Woo! We got a special guest on the Zoom, I'm told. I have no idea who this is. Just special guest, join us. Appear. Look at this camera! Woo! What is up?
My man.
Weather boy's in the house. What's going on?
Turn your mic on.
Turn your mic. Turn your mic on. Turn your mic on.
No, we don't hear you.
Oh. Oh.
Derek.
Oh. We'll just keep him there because he's pretty, and we'll finish the show.
Wait.
Is it there? We still can't hear you.
Oh,
We can't hear him. Hey,
do you hear us?
wasn't he like our electronics reporter?
Oh, yeah, we don't hear you, huh?
All right, you owe us a phone call, man. We wanted to hear from you tonight. We appreciate you trying. We'll figure out the technical difficulties next time. We don't have too much time left, Jason. Yeah. Let's go to Jason, who joins us again from the UK. What's up, man? Hey, you got to tell me, what time is it there that you're joining us from the UK? Turn on your mic. Is your mic on?
Can you hear me, Dan?
There we go.
Perfect.
Hey, what time is it there?
It is 30 minutes, nearly 30 minutes past midnight, or 26 minutes
Well,
past
we
midnight.
appreciate you staying up for us, man. We got about a minute. What's on your mind?
It's a pleasure to be on here. First of all, I have to say, as an Englishman, we don't see college football really that much, and it just blows my mind. You get 107,000 fans at Michigan Stadium. That is just
They would
phenomenal.
want to tell you it's more than 110.
So that's the first thing. I guess the other thing as well is I'm a massive Lions fan, as you know, but I do follow the Tigers as well, and I just want to get your views on, they're a bit sort of up and down at the moment, and you see someone like the Mariners, who I was just looking, I think they're on the run of 10 wins, aren't they? Could you see someone like a Mariners winning the World Series because they're just coming into the playoffs?
I think it's a great question, Jason. We got 30 seconds to go, and let me just say this. It's exactly what I just talked to Woj about. It is, do you bank on a team that's hot at the end of the regular season, or do you look at the do-over that starts when you get to the playoffs and you're facing one team over 5 games or 7 games? And I think that's the question that you have to look at. We appreciate you, man. Frequent guest, Jason. Let's hear it for the folks in the UK. We appreciate that. That's going to do it for this edition of the Sports Office. Luderman.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having me.
Luderman,
thanks.
we got him Cheez-Its.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm happy. Me so happy.